We heard of you being part of the 10 top finalists when it comes to the Vaki Foundation. Well, for our viewers' sake, this is one of the renowned foundation that push up teachers.
Yes.
They look at what you've been able to do, the impact, the lives you've touched, and what you intend to do for the world in general.
Yes.
First of all, how did you hear of this application?
All right. Thank you very much. I've been once an applicant before 2021.
Okay.
Yes, I applied for this Vaki Foundation Global Teacher Prize Award. Unfortunately, that year, I could not have my way through. And since I knew of it, I was looking forward to apply 2022, but unfortunately, they did not put in that opportunity for teachers. So early 2021, I was looking forward to hear publication of application being open. So likely somewhere February, I got to know that they have opened an application for applicants to apply. So from social media, I heard of it. NTC also gave us the news. Actually, the national award winners, we are on a platform. So when they also got it from their end, they put it on our platform. So all the national award winners, we got to know that Vaki Foundation has opened application for the 2023 Global Teacher Prize award scheme. So I decided to apply. So I informed my headmistress, and I gathered one or two things. So I heard it through social media and also from NTC.
Okay.
Yes.
In the application form, I know that everybody has his way of accepting applications.
Yeah.
So who was eligible to apply? Or if you're a teacher, so far as you're a teacher, you can apply?
Yes, for the Vaki Foundation Global Teacher Prize, so far as you're a teacher, whether you've won national awards, regional awards, or whatever it is, you can apply. Being a teacher or working in the field of education, you are eligible to apply. So
7,000 teachers dropped the application forms, and then out of the 7,000, 50. And you happen to be part of the 50 then.
yes.
How's the feeling?
It was so overwhelming to hear that I've been published among the global top 50 finalists, not in any global competition than Vaki Foundation Global Teacher Prize. There may be some, but this is the interest of every teacher. So when I heard that I have been published, actually I saw it from their website, and I was at the police headquarters for police clearance. The way I screamed, the way I shouted, everybody around was just looking at me, and I think they may say, is everything all right with the guy? But I knew the joy that was running through my muscles and my body. So it wasn't easy. I was so happy, so joyous, and I didn't even know how to celebrate that moment because I don't know the words to be used to describe that. It was so joyous for me at that moment.
I can only imagine for
Yes.
7,000 applications,
Yes.
and then down to 50, not
There's
even 100.
7,000 from 130 countries all over the world. So you can imagine 7,000 to top 50. So over 6,950 were out. And I even wonder how they are able to shortlist the best with all these applicants. But by God's grace, we were there, top 50.
How is the feeling now, being part of the top 10?
Because you can even see from my action. It's so great. It's so great. Actually, I was looking forward for the publication somewhere 15th, 16th of this month. Because when they published the top 50, they mentioned that the top 10 publication will be made October. So when we say mid-October, we were thinking 15, 16. So 15th was a Sunday. So 16th, we started scouting out for the results from all their social media handles, their websites, their Twitter accounts, Facebook, and the rest. So through to yesterday, so we visited their page, and they gave information 3 days more. Then the next day it got to 2 days more. So we knew it would be yesterday. So as at 12 o'clock, I was at the computer lab with my teachers and some students. We were watching live until they started mentioning the name. First name came, second name, third from India, then the fourth, Erica Asomani Asante, your humble servant from Ghana. And the way I screamed, the teachers screamed, and the whole students, they were so happy. It was so fantastic. So it has been good so far.
I just need, so where do you draw your strength when taking part in national and global competitions like this?
In fact, Akusia, the first strength I may say is from God. You know, I believe God is on my side, because without God, how can Erica Asomani Asante, who attended his basic and secondary education from a deprived community, be able to contest in a global contest like this? So the strength is from God. If God's favor is upon you, wherever you go, you shine. So I know my first strength is from God, and second from family, especially my wife. The encouragement she will give. At times when I write the story, she had to do the proofreading. But at times when you are reading over, because you wrote it, you think everything is in order. So she had to. So she also gave me the support. Then the next person is Pastor Kranchi Tewia. He was a classmate at the SDA College of Education, and since 2005 we have become good friends. In fact, he has been supporting me. He also did the proofreading for me. Most of the projects I do, he partake seriously. And even a day to submit my application, we had to make an all-night, pray before we submit our application. And that motivated me a lot. The day I submitted my application, I realized the confidence was so high than any other contest I have ever found myself. So Pastor Ima, who is also a teacher from Latte Senior Secondary Technical, he has also been a good source of my strength and motivation. Then the other people who have also supported me and I draw my strength from is my management. No one can excel better or well without proper management. So there is a team managing me, headed by the Metro Director, Mrs. Bernice Ofori. After my award from UCC as the National Most Outstanding Teacher, he said, Eric, you're a visionary person. You want to do more. So let's set up a committee who will be in charge of your project. So she was the chairperson, lawyer and elder Daniel Kofi Amele is also the deputy of the project committee, Mr. Hackman from Flexi Space, Mr. Isaac Nate, and some other officers from the education office. So all the projects I'm carrying out across the country, they are behind it. Soliciting for fund, they are behind it. At times, even fuel to go out with, they may support, and they have supported all my projects financially aside the management. They have supported all my projects financially, Elder Mele, my director, Mrs. Ofori. In fact, so my strength is also from there. And my headmistress. Because you know, when you are in an institution and you are not given the environment to operate, you can never operate, you can never work. All your talents, your potentials will be hidden. My head has created a serene environment for every teacher to operate. So it's not surprising in 2 years we have won 3 national awards. Can you recall?
Yes.
2020,
Yes.
I won the national most outstanding teacher.
Yes.
2022, a colleague from my school, Mr. McLean, won the national best for GHS category.
Yes.
And in 2 days' time, I won the national best term. So my headmistress is also a figure in this contest.
In other words, she is a winner too.
Yes, yes, yes. All this goes to her credit. Okay. So she has created a conducive environment for us to work, and it is also helping us to shine. So my headmistress is also there, and my staff. My staff. Upon hearing my top 50 shortlisting, it was vacation. The way they were calling to congratulate, giving motivational messages and all that. And yesterday in the school, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. They were so happy. So they are also parts of the source I get my strength and my children. Whenever we have devotion in the evening or in the morning, they will say a prayer for me. They will say, Daddy, God, please help Daddy to become the world best teacher. And I know it will come to pass. Yes. Because I believe that God listens to the prayer of children.
So you believe you're going to win this award for Ghana for the first time?
Akosia, you cannot predict Vaki Foundation. You can never predict them because they know what they are looking out for. But with the little things I have been able to do, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm named as the ultimate winner. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. They know what they are looking out for. Actually, we wrote on about 10 or 11 categories for our story. The impact you are making in your community, apart from being a teacher, what other things are you doing to support humankind? There are a whole lot. They are looking at issues on environmental issues, things on your innovations. So there are a whole lot of things they are looking out for, but we don't know where their attention will be. But I wouldn't be surprised if I'm named as the outstanding teacher.
So when you win, what do you intend to use the money for? Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of...
We know that you started so many projects.
Yes.
When you won the national award, that's in Ghana, you donated laptops and other things for various schools. Yes. So for this one, what do you intend to do?
Okay. I've not yet spoken with my management.
Okay.
As I said, there is a management. But whilst not yet consulted them, there are some few things I can talk on because we have already started, but because of financial constraint, it has come to a halt. And we started the ICT and Science Lab Complex in Equianse, where I had my primary education, a deprived community. A lot of institutions have given us the support up to the roofing and plastering of the block. Over 1 year, we've not been able to do anything on the project. So I believe if we're able to access this money, the first project we will touch on will be the Science and ICT Lab Complex. The reason is that we've gotten to a good stage. I have donated 30 computers to them somewhere 2021 March, 24th March. So if we're able to complete the project, we will mount, even I will put new machines. Then I will redonate those machines to a different school. We will make it a modern computer lab. Then I'll also try and get science equipment because there are 2 labs, science and ICT, plus head teachers' offices, 2 head teachers' offices. So that will be the first project. Then the second project will be on the school which has been established from the 2020 Teacher Award Fund. Yes, when I got my award fund from the 2020 Ghana Teacher Prize, I decided to use it to establish a school in a deprived community where there is no modern school. Children had to travel distance to Tema. they wake up very early, sometimes 4 o'clock, which affects their health. So I decided to put it into good use so that it will benefit school-going age children, which we started operating 5th May 2021. Now we have up to class 4, just within 2 years or a little over 2 years. And we are starting a new project, a 4-story. We are still at the initial stage. So part of the money will also be invested in the school so that we can admit up to JHS, so that not we have some students up to class 4 and the parent will take the other children to Tema or the environment to access a quality school. So we also invest some of the money. Then I started tree planting projects also about 2 or 3 years ago. And being a committee member of the Tema Energy Renewable Committee, we also invest some of the money in tree planting and issues related to climate or environmental renewable something. We have started some in some of our secondary school, energy recycling challenge, where students are segregating waste, organic waste from inorganic waste. And they are doing a lot of things, fantastic things. So I will also invest some of the rest. I have to consult my management. But for these 3 and donation of laptops, they are all part of those projects. So even if I mention and they hear it, they'll be okay with it.
Okay. So Mr. Eric Asomani Asante is an Adventist.
Yes.
He also teaches at the Naylor Adventist School. Do you have any plan for Adventist schools? Although you've mentioned like about 3 projects. Do you look forward to adding the fact that helping with Adventist schools in Ghana, being part of the project?
Yes, I'm a national figure. So my projects must be nationwide. But I've never left out Adventist schools. When I received 150 computers from Nestle Business Services, I'm so grateful to them. In 2021, I donated to 6 schools, 2 Adventist schools, 1 Catholic school, and 3 to, and the rest to the other 3 were normal public schools. So the 6 schools, we were having 2 Adventist schools, 1 Catholic school, and normal early school or public schools. So they are in it. And the book donation, I've donated books to over 70 less endowed schools across the country. I think I have about 6 Adventist schools. Okay. Laboni received from me, Naylor SDA. No, Naylor didn't get a book. There were some other Adventist schools. So you have supported my project. I know the conference, initially Union gave me money towards my project. All the conferences, Accra City, I'm so grateful to them. They also donated towards my project, Meridian Ghana, and most of the Adventist churches. Because for the first time, an Adventist won a national award for them, so they didn't know what to do rather than to support my project. So I'm so grateful to them. And even currently, they are in full support of all the things I'm doing, which has prepared me towards this competition. So Adventists, you wouldn't be left out. The lab is taking place in an Adventist school. So we must also consider some of the deprived public schools, the government schools, which I have in mind. Some project, but I must discuss with my management.
All right, so we look forward to you winning award for Ghana in general. So thank you so much. This has been Mr. Eric Asomani Asante, a teacher of the Science and ICT in Naylor Adventist School. Let's look forward to the award. In that, we say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you to Hope TV for the support as well. I remember you started showing, what do we call it? Videos on my project so that people could donate to support. So whatever stage we've gotten to, you are also, what do we call it? a
Part of the
factor.
success.
So I also want to appreciate you through your own media. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.